Uh, Now I have told 6 of my short stories. You can read the remaining I told you from the Amazon Kindle thing. There are other books that I've done. I've written a book called Pioneers and Facts. So I'll be reading to you a few parts from them. I start with the book with a few quotes. Um, One of these quotes is, "He that is down needs fear no fall. He that is low no pride. He that is humble ever shall have God to be his guide." That's words from John Bunyan. I think it's a poetry. So then I am in for some of the facts. I'll read you one or two facts. As author Agatha Christie is a well-known author, and what you do not know about her is she went missing for a few days because of maybe depression. Mother died and she got divorced and things like that. That's what the internet says. And so I just wanted to tell you that. You can read it in detail in my book. Then Beethoven was one of the world's best composers. Beethoven died in 1927. The Moonlight Sonata may be considered as one of the world's best compositions. So he was one of the best composers of this world. Then Yasser Arafat he fought for the liberation of the Palestinian liberation of Palestine, and he passed away in the year 2004. He was called a styled leader. Actually, he went with a gun and olive branch to the United Nations. It's according to, I have not written that in my thing, but it's a fact. It's a fact. Then we come to the. There are a lot of interesting facts in this book. Facts and it's about pioneers also. So I think I'll read to you some other portions which I thought may be interesting to you. I'll tell you the Prime Ministers of India. I'll tell you the first five Prime Ministers and the last five Prime Ministers. The first Prime Minister was Jawaharlal Nehru. Then we have Gulzarilal Nanda, who was a caretaker Prime Minister. Then Lal Bahadur Shastri. Then we have Gulzarilal Nanda again. Then we have he was a caretaker Prime Minister 2 periods. Then Indira Gandhi, who was assassinated. Then we have Charan Singh. The last five are Inder Kumar Gujral, called him I.K. Gujarat. He was for a short period. Then Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he was the first Prime Minister of a particular party. He is considered to be almost like a statesman. And then we have Manmohan Singh. Then we have Narendra Modi, who's been serving India from 2014. I'll have to tell you about Australian Prime Minister Harold Holt. I do not know if even Australians know of this. Actually, he was the Prime Minister of Australia in the 1960s. And I believe he went swimming, and he was not to be, they couldn't trace him even after some few hours. So the security men who were waiting on the shore, they went inside and they didn't find him. So they cut open the stomachs of whales and alligators or whatever the big mammals were, but they couldn't find a trace of him. Naturally, they make stories, like submarine took him away and things like that. So a few days later, after he was not to be found, a new prime minister took oath in Australia. And that's a thing which I was. Then Olof Palme was the prime minister of Sweden. Actually, he was coming after a night show in a theater with his wife, and somebody shot him dead. And they made inquiries, but they couldn't trace the correct man. The presidents of India, the first presidents, 5 presidents, I'll tell you: Rajendra Prasad, Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, Zakir Hussain, V.V. Giri, and Mohammad Hidayatullah. And the last 5 were Pratibha Patel, Pranab Mukherjee, Ramnath Govind, and Draupadi Murmu. We also have, before Pratibha Patel, we have APJ Abdul Kalam. So now we come to the presidents of the United States of America. The first 5 presidents: George Washington, George Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and James Monroe. I think Washington DC is named after the first president of Washington, George Washington. Then we have the last 5 thing: Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden. Incumbent is the prime minister when this video was recorded. Okay, and then we have the prime ministers of England. I'll tell you the last 5 prime ministers, but before that I'll tell you who was the prime minister when India got independence. Clement Attlee was the prime minister when India got independence. And the last 5 prime ministers of England were David Cameron, Theresa May,